Okay, I got it going. It did not start how it's supposed to with this bulb attached over here. And I needed to use a steel pot on top of the induction coil. And that didn't work all the time. It just finally started working. I think the mental state of the operator has something to do with it. It's one of those things. But anyways, so I have this on level 3 of power. It can go up to level 8. And so at level 3, it'll flash like this, which is pretty good. Be good for a battery charger maybe. And I'm now drawing it's off, now it's on. That's what it draws in amps from the grid at 120 volts every time it turns on. Okay? And this is level 3. And this is the volts across the bulbs. So volts across the load. And I'm using an analog meter. It's about 5 amps going into the lights. Those are 4 500 watt parallel, in parallel. Okay, let's go up the scale. I'm going to go up to level 4. Now, it's about the same. Level 4 is about the same, maybe a little less. This is the amperage input from 120 volt grid, you know. So that's the amperage input and 120 volts. The voltage output at level 4 is 57.8 volts AC. And again, about 5 amps. Okay, let's go to level 5. Oh, the lights just got a lot brighter. Now we're pulling in to the lights, 68.2. Wow, is that 682 volts? Looks like it is. Wow. That's what it says. Let's go back to 4. You know, I was giving the wrong, that's actually 571 volts. Wow. It's not 57, it's not 58. Because when I go over to, from 750 to 200, volts don't show up. So that's a lot of volts going in there, Jesus. Okay, so let's go back up to level 5. Really bright. Really, really bright. Very hot. Let's go up to level 6. There's nothing really getting hot on the coil here. Level 6, 770 volts. Unbelievable high voltage. Input's 9 amps now and 120 volts, and that 760 volts going into these poor lights is above 5, I'd say almost 6 amps. 6 amps input to the lights, 763 volts. Let's go up to 7 and we'll call it there. Whoa, 840 volts into these lights being blasted. Voltage is up around 7 amps, so 840 volts and 7 amps. And now my meter here doesn't like it, how much it's taking in. It's probably around 11 amps. I'm going to go down so this meter works down to 6. Oops, I went the wrong way. I don't want to go up to 8. I'm just going to go tops at 7. Okay, 933, and we go up to 7 on the meter. Yeah, it's a little bit above 10. I bet you it's, let's say, 11 amps in. I don't know why it doesn't do it. It's in 20 amp AC setting. So let's just say that's 11 amps and 120 volts in, while 840 volts out, and getting near 8, 7.5. Okay, I'm going to bring this way down, back to 3. I kind of like 3 because it pulses like this. And every time it pulses, there's 120 volts and 5.8 amps AC going in. Every time it pulses. And every time it pulses, there's 584 volts AC. And there it is. That's what the meter says. And that's voltage. And it draws about 5 amps every pulse. So I would say this thing is set up for some very high voltage, not so much amps right now. It's a little bit warm, not really. I had problems with this sensor thing. In the shipping, it got knocked out of where it's supposed to be. It's that sensor that usually goes right here. It's down inside there. It's right under here now, pointed that way for future reference. Okay, you want to write down all the numbers. You can see what the input and output is according to a multimeter measuring voltage across the lights and a analog meter measuring amperage into the lights. Multimeter measuring 60 Hertz AC into the stove. Oh boy, okay, so I think that's fairly successful. It was a real bitch getting this thing going, tell you. But I got it going. Okay, hey, thanks for watching.